Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we are in Talladega, Alabama. We're going to be doing a tour of Talladega. I wanted to visit this area because I watched the movie with Will Ferrell, Talladega Nights. It's a comedy, and it has to do with the Talladega Raceway. I thought it'd be cool just to go through the town that was, in a movie. It is 60 degrees outside. We just passed a Dollar General. We're 4 minutes away from our desired destination. We got an Alabama sign on my left. It says Alabama Department of Transportation. We're 3 minutes away from our desired destination. How many of you guys like Will Ferrell's movies? I like a good percentage of his movies. I would say 80 to 90% of them. I think he did like 2 or 3 of them that I wasn't a huge fan of. Like, for example, Anchorman. I didn't find that extremely amusing. But he does have a lot of roles, like the one with Mark Wahlberg, when they play cops. And there's a few other ones that he does, like the one with Kevin Hart. And there's several others that are just really, really funny. He's a cool actor. He's an older guy. Plays a lot of funny roles. I think he had one serious role. It was like a drama serious role. That's the one that I didn't really like too much. So when he got kicked out of his house, he was living on the lawn on a sofa recliner. We got a car behind me. I'm doing 45 miles an hour. The speed limit is 45 miles an hour. They probably want to go a little faster. We're 2 minutes away from our desired destination. There's a sign on my right that reads Plant Entrance. Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind is nearby. It's on my left-hand side. It's a campus. I'm gonna pull over. We'll allow this vehicle to pass us. It was an older person driving relatively fast. Alright, so we're officially in Talladega, guys. We got A&E Auto Sales on my right-hand side, John's Used Cars on my right, and more extension to the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. Wow. I didn't even know they had an Institute for the Deaf and Blind. On my right, we got an abandoned building. We got a food store on my right-hand side. The food store looks like it's out of business. Yeah, it looks like it's out of business. Alright, so we're going to continue traveling forward. I'm going to try to find some of the neighborhoods with homes over here. It looks like a small town. Start packing with Porter Realty. They got a Talladega College. Wow, to our left-hand side. Talladega College. On my left-hand side, Talladega College, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can point the vehicle slightly to it so you guys can actually see it. See that building over there with the white pillars? Right out front, it says Talladega College, 1867. In front of us, we got Wesco Food Market, unleaded gas. We got the Talladega College campus. That block's closed off anyway, so it would have been no sense in us going there. There's a little quickie mart connected to the gas station. We got a Coins laundromat on my left, Bam's Coins laundromat. We got a Talladega band hall on my far left. We got a Dennis Furniture, Spring Air Royal. That looks like it's for sale. Building looks abandoned. Got another, got an auto detailing spot on my right, and got Sims Auto Repair. And we got a restaurant on my left. We got Steam Engine Carpet Shampoo on my left. I'm gonna slow it down some. Passing Crave Restaurant, Crave Restaurant and Lounge. On my left, another gas station. VJ's Stop and Shop. Unleaded gas, $3.10, diesel, $4. B's Furniture on my left, and EC Beavers Auto Sales Inc. We got a tire shop on my left. On our left, we got Dr. W.R. Harvey Museum of Art. All right, we'll go forward probably another block or two, and then we'll start zigzagging. Right now we are currently at West Battle and Fort Lashley Ave. We're on Fort Lashley right now. Lashley, like Ashley, but with an L. Lashley. Alright, we got Hattie's thrift shopping consignment on my left, eye exams and glasses on my right. I'm gonna make this left coming up. We're passing over these train tracks. We got Mount Cannon Baptist Church to our left. Let's make this left-hand turn. Mount Cannon Way. Restricted bridge ahead. Wow, okay. We got Talladega Regional Family Life Center on my far right. I think we can pass it. No outlet? Oh, it's a no outlet. It looks like you can go straight through. It says no outlet, but it literally looks like you can go straight through. Very interesting. I'm curious. Let's make this right-hand turn. It looks like you can go straight through if you ask me. On my left is the Talladega Regional Family Life Center. That's that building I was talking about. I think I see why it says no outlet. There was a fence here. The fence looked like it's been knocked down. Okay, so we definitely don't want to drive over the fence. Wonder what happens if we drive over the lawn. Will the police jump out like in movies and pop up out of nowhere? Let's see, let's drive over the lawn. We're making a small footprint, so it's not like we're in a monster truck. It's a really small footprint. And then we just drive around it. Yeah, somebody knocked down that fence. All right, so we found an outlet in a no outlet zone. Okay, so we're at West Street. Nearby, there's the Talladega Driver's License Center. Let's make this right-hand turn off of West Street. You got a Piggly Wiggly over here on my left. On my right, you got the We Had Key Yarn Mills. It's a small building. I don't know what the We Had Key Yarn Mills is, but we got a Piggly Wiggly. I believe a Piggly Wiggly is a supermarket. Try saying that with me out loud. Piggly Wiggly. It rolls off the tongue. Piggly Wiggly. Let's make this left-hand turn. I'm gonna turn back onto the main road. We're back on West Battle. Central Baptist Church to our left. We got Sheer Elegance Hair Salon on our left. We got angle parking right here on my right-hand side. We're passing North Spring Street. I could have made a left on North Spring Street, but these little shops right here kind of caught my attention. The architecture. Across the street, we got We Cut Keys, Program Keys, Bees Furniture, and more. But I like these little shops. There's a little World Yoshukai Karate on my right with all this what you call those things, trophies out front on the window. But I like the style of this block and these buildings, mainly the ones on my right. I like the way they look pretty cool. It's angle parking. I guess they offer parking so you can go shop at those places. We got Battle Street Deli on my right, gift baskets and more. Talladega Technical Walk of Fame on our right. So let's make this right. Oh wow, this block over here on my left looks pretty neat. All right, so let's go through this first. Talladega Artisan Alley, Alabama on my left. I keep going straight. There's a parking lot right here. There's actually a cafe with outdoor dining spot back here. Surprising. Cool. It's the historic Talladega. Look, let me point to the outdoor dining that I was talking about. You see that black building with the deck? There's red patio chairs and red umbrellas. You can sit out there and probably eat, like at nighttime or in the daytime, whatever floats your boat. Masahula Mexican restaurant on our left. Let's make this left-hand turn. We're gonna be turning left. We're on West Coffee Street, on East and West Coffee Street. Let's make this left-hand turn on East. Look at those plant carriers on my right-hand side. You see them? They look like the old style carriages. We got the Alabama Consumer Law Group on my right-hand side. We got Allstate Insurance on my left-hand side. On my left-hand side too, we also got the Talladega County Probate Judge. Looks like a courthouse. Alright, so we're gonna be passing Battle Street. We're gonna go into this area. This is the part I said that looked pretty cool. Again, it has like that small town charm, like the Mr. Deeds. Like if you've ever seen the movie Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler, it reminds me of like that. I got somebody behind me. I don't know if he's trying to park or if he's gonna stay with me. Wood Weaver Hall of Heroes on my right. Tyler Floral. I like the theater. The main thing that caught my eye was this theater. So we're gonna make a left-hand turn. I'm just gonna allow traffic to pass because they're residents of the town and they know where they're going. We don't know where we're going. We just sightseeing. So let me see. We want to merge to our far left lane. So we got a whole line of cars. We got 3 cars in front of us and 3 cars behind us. I'm going to allow all those cars to pass because I'm going to be merging to the turning lane. I made this decision last minute, but that's because I was showing you guys the buildings. We got one more car after this white one. And now we can merge left. I really like this theater over here. I like this block. This block right here is decent. It's really nice. Like the paintwork, the colors, the woodwork, the shapes, the designs, the architecture. This theater is fly. It's called, what is it called? It says Missoula Children's Auditions Grades 1 through 9. It has an R on it, but it literally has a box office. That's a nice little theater right there. Let's make this left so you guys can see the back of the courthouse. You see the Talladega Courthouse Square, the historic district. The city of Talladega was incorporated in 1835. Not long after the founding of Talladega, the square became the town center. The Talladega Courthouse was built in 1836 and is the oldest courthouse in continuous use in Alabama. The courthouse survived a tornado on May 11, 1912 that destroyed the clock tower, and a fire, sounds like Back to the Future, and a fire on March 13th, 1925 that severely damaged the structure. Following the fire, Chattanooga architect R.H. Hunt was hired to redesign the building. When it was rebuilt, the east and the west entrances were enclosed and a Seth Thomas clock was installed in the clock tower. Reminds me of Back to the Future, I'm telling you. When the clock tower burned and you had to try to, go back to the future. You remember? Other buildings within the historic Talladega Courthouse Square include the original Henderson Drug Store, made in 1847, the Isabel Bank, made in 1869, the First City Hall, made in 1892, the Kenwin Building, made in 1900, the Federal Post Office, made in 1912, and the Ritz Theater, that's what the R stands for. Good, I'm glad we read this because we learned what the R stands for. Made in 1936. The Talladega Courthouse Square Historic District is listed on the National Register of Historic Places, erected by the Alabama Tourism Department and City of Talladega. Oh, this is neat. So the awesome part about this is that you guys heard how old this theater is, and this theater looks gorgeous. Bright, vibrant, colorful. Like the tiles on it. Oh man, that's a nice theater. It's called the Ritz. That's decent. So we learned something. See, that was neat, guys. All right, let's make this left. Let's continue following the square. Here we got Karma Tattoo across the street. We got the Talladega Water and Sewer Department on my far right, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. That's what the building said. And we got a Michael's on the corner. Michael's, is that the Michael's art store, or is that another store named Michael's? Because we had a Michael's art store. Check that building in front of us, the black and gray one. It's called Talladega Bottling Works. I'm loving the stylization. No, Michael's is a clothing store here. It's not the art store. It's a clothing store, menswear. But I love the architecture. I love the design. I love there's a farmer's market across the street on the right-hand side. The thing is, this wide angle doesn't do justice, so we got Omi in the background capturing some behind the scenes, showing you guys a little close-up of the area. It looks pretty. It's a pretty little town, you know? Let's make this left-hand turn on Battle. And this place caught on fire before. That's crazy. This is a Mexican restaurant on my right. That was what I was talking about. It's called Mate Huala. I thought it was my chula, but it's Mate Huala. We got the Jarrett Agency on my right. Home discount, life insurance, and all that stuff. We're passing East Street. Let's go a little further. We got some more charming buildings over here, but let's just go a little further. There's a Pizza Hut on my right-hand side. There's an Arby's on my right-hand side. On my left, we have a Buy Wise Discount Pharmacy. We have a Family Dollar. We have the City Neurology. We have a salon. We have a Metro PCS. My T-Mobile. Strap Fitness on my right. We got State Farm Insurance on my left. We got a Waitress or Waits Tires. J&M Tires on my right. A Burger King on my left. And notice how the Burger King had an actual castle for the kids to play in. I seen that on a few times when we came down south. They actually have the play set. Remember when McDonald's used to have the play set? I also saw the McDonald's with a play set down here too. I think it was in Georgia though. We got a Citgo gas station on my right. Gas is going for $3.25 a gallon. Right up the block there's a Sunoco. Gas is going for $3.29 a gallon. I mean $3.25 a gallon. We have Talladega Plaza on my left for several businesses. Kids Clinic, Cheya Family Dentistry, Therapy South, Sherwin-Williams, and more. So CVS on my left. Now let's make this left-hand turn on North Street. There's a shopping center on my right with something called Goodies and Burke's Outlet. So we're gonna make this left-hand turn, proceed a little further, see if we see some houses, like the neighborhoods. We're at Stephen J. White and North Street. We're gonna make this left-hand turn on North Street. Got a home on my right-hand side. They have sidewalks, street side mailboxes, driveways. The sidewalks are lined with grass. All right, we're getting close to that historic little area again. Caravan class, men's Bible class on my right, established in 1942. Men's Bible class. They got a First Bank of Alabama on my right-hand side. This is back to the historic district. That Ritz Theater is in front of us, except we're not gonna go through that same spot. We're gonna make a right and see what the side block looks like. Cause I seen just the colors make this block pop out. They did a great job of maintaining this block. Let's make a right-hand turn. This is another little historic looking block. And it got the row home style to it, you know what I mean? It's basically row buildings connected. On my left, you got Tina's Home Cooking. We cater. Tina's Home Cooking. Stringer, Montgomery, and Law offices. On my left, we have Judicial Building of Talladega County. On my right, we got the Federal Building, United States Post Office. We're at Coosa Street. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn on Coosa. We got Fannin Auto Parts on my left. It looks like an old style building. That goes part of the downtown district. I'm assuming this is their downtown historic district. All right, so we are currently on Court Street, Coosa and Court. I am going to allow this vehicle to pass by us because they're just going to rush us. Go ahead, you're more than welcome to go, sir. Yep, you're more than welcome to go. I'd rather allow people to pass than to be behind us, pressing us to move faster. We're gonna pass over this railroad track. And we're on Court Street. We're gonna take Court Street up to Adams Street. We got the Dreyer on my right hand side. It's the Dreyer Institute Physical Therapy. And we got Talladega Machine Company on my left. Let's make this left on Adams. Oh, we can't. That's actually industrial. So let's take this down another block. We got some businesses on the left and on the right of us. Let's say we got a Piggly Wiggly logo on my right. Ouch. And let's make this left on Mosley. We passed Mosley. Sorry, I got a car behind me and I'm just gonna let them go by because they don't give me enough time to brake and turn. So we passed 2 blocks. Looks like we got some houses on my left hand side. I love the details to the fence work. There's a lot of details put into the architecture around here. Church of Christ on my right. Golden Bear property on my left. All right, let's make this left coming out. Let's successfully try to make a left at Howard Street. Got some Georgia tags in front of us. Court Street and Howard Street. Good looking. These people allowing us to go by. All right, so. Oh, that was Florida. There was some Florida residents, the ones that allowed us to go by. We got an abandoned house on my right-hand side. Some one-story houses on my right. Pink door on my right. That's the first thing that stood out to me. Was the bright, hot pink door. Nice color. We're at Howard, and what is this? Is this Spring Street? We got CG Liquor on my right, and I seen somebody coming out of it, so it might be still active. Yeah, there's a Pepsi thing out front, and people going in and out. It's a liquor store. Spring Street and Howard Street. We're on some of the side blocks. Check out those plants on my left. They look like fuzzy up top. You see them? They look fuzzy. We got some trailers on my right hand side in storage. We got Henderson Elementary School on my right. There's a little tiny elementary school. North Side Howe Henderson, established in 1886. And the road in front of us is closed, so we can't go any further even if we wanted to. The map shows that we could have went further, but they closed the road. We got New Jerusalem I'm sorry, let me pronounce it correctly. New Jerusalem Episcopal Church of Jesus on my left. This white building, that's a church. We got some homes on my right hand side. All right, back on Court Street. Let's make a right and then make another right because we already went left. We don't want to make it another left. We want to go. Oh, but that's the industrial zone. All right, so how about we do this? How about we go through this parking lot with the Piggly Wiggly pig? I'm assuming this is a Piggly Wiggly warehouse because I see that Piggly Wiggly face. Or a pig. Let's just say the pig face. See right there on my left? There's a pig face on that building. So I don't know if this was an old Piggly Wiggly or what, but we're driving through the parking lot. Allegiance Staffing on my right. There's several businesses on my right. Yeah, this is a Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, guys. It is a Piggly Wiggly. Check it out. But there's one around the corner, so I don't know if like this is like an old one. But this was a Piggly Wiggly. There's a church in front of us. So we're on what they call Alabama State Route 77. Let's make this left-hand turn. We got Maximum Mortgage Service on my right. We got a gas station, Tiger's Fuels, $3.50 a gallon. Let's make this right-hand turn at Brignoli Street. Alright, I think we're in another residential zone. We're at Percy Street. Wow, the design of some of these buildings. Look at these on my right. Let me make it right for y'all. This is Percy Street. We're just at the intersection of Brignoli and Percy, the 300 block of Percy. Look at this building right here. This is Hanger Clinic, empowering human potential. But look at the shape of it. It's very interesting. Very interesting shape. The building on my right must be apartments because there's several mailboxes all connected to each other. There's some mattresses out here. There's some more box springs and mattresses. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn. I'm gonna be turning left on Broome Street with an E at the end, B-R-O-O-M-E, Broome Street. We're gonna make this left on Hill Street. Hill and Broome. We got a field on my right. Looks like a sports field. Brignoli and Hill. Got a gentleman in front of us washing his car. We're gonna go a little further. Let's check out this gentleman cleaning his vehicle, keeping his truck clean. All right, we're gonna take this up to Jemison Street, which is right up the block. We got a Talladega County School yellow cheese bus on our right. We just passed it. Check out these plants on my right. Very big, large leaves. Very large leaves. Look at that house in front of us at Jemison. It's wood panels. The whole thing got wood panels. On the outside, the exterior is sided with wood panels. Some of the wood panels are stained. They're darkening. Could use probably a pressure wash. I don't know how you will maintain those wood panels. But the concept is nice. It reminds me of a cabin. And they got a garage. Look at this greenhouse on my right. It got like two different color greens, like a light green for the siding, and it got a dark green for the rooftop. That's cool. I say it's cool because I like green, so it's a no-brainer. Don't we all like green? We're at Jemison and 19th Street. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on 19th Street. We got a truck on my left-hand side with some huge rims. I'll say 22s, Silverado. We got a house for sale on my left. The address is 427. We're on 427 19th Street in Talladega, Alabama. I'm gonna show you what this house looked like. This one right here is for sale. 427 19th Street, Talladega, Alabama. You can look that property value up if you're curious. Got an abandoned house on my left-hand side. Got two gentlemen on my right next to the red Charger having a discussion. We got a stop sign here. Very oddly placed, but it's a stop sign. Another trampoline on my left-hand side for the kids. We got a Mercedes on my right that was missing the whole rear windshield, and the front was cracked too. Somebody busted their windshield. We got a playground in front of us with like a play set with a slide, a bench, some tables, I guess for the kids. This is called Harmon Park. We got a beautiful house on my right. Look at the roof, but then look at the roof over here to my left. This looks condemned. A tree fell in it. Look at this house right here on my left. A tree fell in it. It looks abandoned. It looks in rough shape, faded, peeling. That's gonna need to be rebuilt from the ground up. For sale by owner. There's a house for sale on my right. 3071 is for sale, and it's for sale by owner. The door looks open. It looks abandoned almost. But I'm gonna pull over and give you guys a shot once these cars drive by. This one is for sale. So this address is 3071 Brignola, Alabama. Remember, Talladega, Alabama. 3071 Brignola, Talladega, Alabama. All right, we're at Summit Ave. I'm gonna make a right-hand turn on Summit Ave, Brignola Street and Summit. Wow, that siding. I noticed like they use a different, like I feel like the siding and the shingles and the materials that they use to make the houses over here in Talladega are a little bit more detailed than what I'm used to seeing. For example, in the other spots of Alabama we've been to thus far, the ones in the other spots of Alabama have been pretty generic. These materials appear to have a little bit more like attention to detail and the shapes and everything of the houses. We're at Broome Street and Summit Street. Let's make this left-hand turn on Broome. We got a railroad track on my right-hand side. House on my left. Another house on my left. Some of them aren't in the best shape. Like for example, this one's actually burned and abandoned. I'm going to reverse and show you this house. It's burned and abandoned over here on Broome Street. Look at it. And it doesn't have any windows. It looks like it was on fire and they turned out the fire and just left it as is. Surprisingly, the grass doesn't look too overgrown, so I wonder if that happened recently. Because if it was there for a while, then the grass would have been high. I've seen several houses along the journey to where we're at now, not in Alabama, but from Georgia to like, I would say, mainly like Georgia. I've seen some abandoned houses that were really under-maintained, where the lawns were probably just as tall as the porch. Alright, so let's keep on driving straight. We are currently, we just passed Brignola. We're on Stephen, let's make this right. We were on Stephen J. White Memorial Boulevard. We're now on Knox Street. We just turned on Knox. Ouch. 16th and Knox Street. We got Knox Street Barbershop on my left-hand side, established in 1992. There's a Philadelphia rapper called Knox. I believe he's under Danny Garcia's management. We're at 15th and Knox. We got a couple people on my left cooking out. They got the smoker out grilling. Several vehicles we just passed with rims, like 20s, 22s, 24s. We're passing 14th and Knox. There's a church on my left, Bethlehem Methodist Church. Let's make this left-hand turn. We're on H. I wonder what H stands for. Is that Ave Highway? Knox and Ave. It doesn't say Ave Street, it says Ave H. Look at that car on my right. A lot of potential, guys, over here in Alabama. Beautiful. Buick. The houses on my right got bigger lawns than the ones on my left. We're passing Bingham, Ave H and Bingham. They were pulling out an engine on my left hand side. They had a cherry picker in front of a pickup truck, and they had the engine in the air. Let's make this right-hand turn on Scott Street. We're at the intersection of Scott and Avenue H. I guess Ave H meant Avenue H, because on this street sign, it said the full word, Avenue, and then just say Ave. Let's make this left on Russell Drive, Scott Street and Russell Drive. Another nice Buick Regal, somebody's front property. I'm gonna make a wacky wide turn so y'all can see these properties as I'm turning. Could have just made a sharp turn, but I'll show you guys this little area. This seems to be a no outlet, so we're gonna have to come back through here anyway to exit this area. We have another little private area over here. These are all homes. They have a two-story home right here. Check it out. It looked like they probably added that because most of these are one-story, so they probably wanted to add a second story to their property, which will bring up the value of the property. They try to sell it in the future. Chevrolet pickup. Alright, we're gonna make a left-hand turn on Scott Street. We just left Russell Drive, making a left on Scott. I got a gentleman that's about to turn into Russell Drive. We got Horace E. Sims Eastside Head Start on my right. It's a child care center, early development learning programs. Little head start. Give them a head start. Ouch. make this right on Knoxville. This is the Knoxville Homes. Now, I'm not sure if Knoxville Homes is like public housing, but they all look uniform. They look like they're in great shape. I see brick siding. They're made with bricks. They have shingles up on the rooftop. They have shutters for cosmetic purposes. The windows look like they have like a mesh gate on them. They have street side parking, and then they have their own individual angle parking. Knoxville Homes. This seems like a whole complex. Knox and Summer. We just passed Summer. Keep our community clean. I just read those signs. This is all like a private complex. And the only way out is towards where we came in at. Called the Knoxville Homes in Talladega, Alabama. Somebody has a sign on my left that reads, "Slow, deceased in family. Funeral home." Oh wow. I wonder if they lost somebody because somebody was speeding, maybe? Maybe that's why they had that there. Like, slow down. We lost somebody, you know what I mean? Alright, we're at Summer Street. Now it's interesting because those looked like complex houses, and then you got these houses right here that look like regular homes. We had a gentleman right here that's about to cross the street. He's responding to a female that was on the front steps of another house. She was calling him over. Yeah, so I guess there was another exit out of that Knoxville Homes area. We're at Tiny Street, spelled T-I-N-N-E-Y, Tiny Street. We make this right-hand turn. We got a gentleman that was about to pull into the block that we were on. No passing zone on my left-hand side. That's what the sign reads. Wonder what they mean. We'll figure it out shortly. We got Diversity Christian Center on my right, K through 4th, a division for kids, First Ministries. Stop here, stop sign. Railroad tracks. We're gonna pass over the railroad tracks. Do any of my viewers live near a set of railroad tracks? Do you have to pass railroad tracks daily on your commute home, to school, to work, from work? North Street East. I think I am going to make a right and then make a right and then a left. Make this right hand turn. Now let's make this left hand turn. We have something called Buddy's Barbecue, like a barbecue restaurant. They got drive-through. We also have a McDonald's on my left and the Spot on my left. Steak, wings, draft beer, large screen TV, family friendly, and more. McDonald's is now hiring. Crew is $11 and up. Managers are $14 and up. We got a Walmart over here on my left hand side. And we got a Popeyes, Louisiana chicken over here on my right hand side. We got a Goodies. It's Fashion Metro on my left. Taco Bell. Let's make this right. On O'Reilly's Motor, Automotive Center. Top Dollar, Title Pawn on my right. Aaron's, AT&T, a shoe show, World Finance, a China Buffet, an Express Car Wash, and Urgent Care. Captain D's, America's First, Cash, America Advance, Davita, Talladega, Dialysis, a Dollar Tree, a Little Caesars, a Sonic's, a Zaxby's, a Huddle House. I've never heard of Huddle House. An AutoZone, a Beauty Supply Spot, an ABC Beverages, a Home Furniture, Farmer's Home Furniture, a U&I Beauty Supply, a Title Max, a Steakhouse, a Domino's Pizza, what's this? Griffin's Jewelers, ice cream and hot dog joint, Southern Vape, Always Money, a barbershop on my left, House Cuts, Express Oil Change on my left, Verizon on my right. So this looks like a commercial strip. They have a commercial strip. It looks like a pretty vibrant commercial strip as far as names go. There's a lot of major names here. They had a Walmart, and I think Walmart can pretty much cover most of the essentials. A Walgreens on my left, an AK Tire and Wheel on my right, Sunoco on my left, and this will continue to where we were at earlier with the Burger King, CVS, the Citgo, Gerald's Consignment and Brakes, Sherwin-Williams, Red Bull, Hibachi Sushi and Asian. And this will take us close to, I believe, the Central District. We're eventually going to hit Battle Street. Now we can go left. Let's go left and see what the other side of this little avenue looks like. Right here, let's go left. Make this left-hand turn. Talladega Auto Parts on my right, Regional Finance on my left. This looks like another residential neighborhood. For sale on my left, they're selling a house. I'm gonna point to the house so that you guys can see it. Alright, so let's find the address first. Oh, it's 302. So they're selling this house right here. This house is 302 East Coffee Street, Talladega, Alabama. They're selling the house. Got a sidewalk, the grass looks well maintained, vinyl sided, woodwork on the porch, brickwork on the porch, shingles up top. Not bad. They had a red and green fire hydrant. Check out the trees on my right. We're on Coffee Street. We're gonna take this further to probably like Johnson Street and then make a right. I'm gonna travel slower so that you guys can at least see the area. There's a Porsche on my left. But I got a Porsche with Alabama tags. The SUV. Look at that canary yellow with red house on my left. We're at Johnson Ave. There's a Walgreens, so this connects to the Walgreens. Let's make this right on Johnson Ave. We had a two-story house on my left. This is the Talladega Silk Stocking Historic District, National Register of Historic Places. So I'm assuming this part is probably gonna look a little bit more historical. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. Right now we're on South Street East. Elm Street, they got an Elm Street. It's one way though. But look at the balconies. Look at the porches. Look at the posts that hold up the awning. I like this house on my left. This one on my left on Elm Street. I would have took y'all through it, but it's a do not enter. And there's a car behind me. So I would have pointed to it, but again, I can't do it. Oh man, that's awesome. That's an awesome house. Oh sheesh. That was an awesome house right there. Let me go a little further. Let's make this left on Walnut Street. I got Speed Racer behind me. Make this left on Walnut Street. This is Oak and Walnut. You can go left, go straight, go right. Around the corner we got Talladega High School Tiger Stadium. Let's make this left though, because I want to try to show y'all that house. Oh wow, look at that building over there. It looks like an institution. We got Graham School on my right hand side across this field. This is a huge field. No right turns. This is Elm Street. Alright, we're gonna make this left-hand turn. We can't make a right. This yellow house on my left was the one that I was talking about, that I liked like the detail to it. I would love you guys to see the front of it. I'm gonna try to like maneuver my way around so y'all can see the front of it if there's no opposing traffic. But just the balcony. Let me see if I can show you guys from the side. Because you can see the detail from the side of it. Like you see the porch work. Look at the shape of the house, the coloring. Ah, that looks awesome. Let me see if I can show you the front. I'm gonna try to show you the front. Let me see what traffic look like. But look at the house in front of us. You can see a similar design. Green light. So I'm gonna make a weird U-turn right here just to show you the front. Oh, there's a car behind me. Look at it. You see that? There's a car behind me, so I gotta be careful. I'm gonna let them go by. I'm sure they're curious and wondering what I'm up to. Yeah, that was a cool house, that yellow house. All right, let's pass Walnut, because we already went through Walnut. Speed bump. The house on my right. That was nice. We got the Corinthian style post. Wow, the one on my left. Sheesh. A lot of like detail to it. And off on the skyline, you see mountains with trees. Really far off. It's probably small. You can't see it unless you watch it on a big TV. We're on Cherry Street. Alabama School for the Deaf on my right. Alcohol and tobacco free campus for the deaf and blind. Look at this house on my left. Cherry Street and Oak. Look at this yellow one right here. I'm gonna point the vehicle to it so we can admire the architecture to this house. That looks like a childhood dollhouse. Look at that house. Look at the line work, the shapes, the designs. That's a really, really attractive house. I could appreciate the old style, you know, old style to it. You could probably add some new school pizzazz to it, but sometimes if it's all original, you just want to leave it original. You don't want to modify it, deface the value. So there's that large field right here on my left. That's Graham School on my left. We can make a left or we can go right. I think we can go right. Let's go right. We're at Walnut and Cedar. And we can make a left over here at Oak. This is a no outlet. It's called Oak Circle. But it's cool. Y'all can see how they living over here and there's no outlet in Talladega, Alabama. At least they got a circle here. They got like a little field of grass in the middle. See, they piled up their leaves. UA. Oh snap. UA is from Auburn, Alabama. So they had that UA. So I wonder if they graduated from UA or they're a student from UA and they moved over here, which isn't far. Probably like 40 minutes an hour. All right, Cedar and Oak. Let's make this left-hand turn. All right, we're approaching Cherry Street. Cedar and Cherry. Let's make this left-hand turn. We got an Airstream RV on my left-hand side. The silver thing that looks like a tin can. It's called Airstream. And the Airstream RV, believe it or not, I believe Matthew McConaughey, he's an actor, you know, an A-class Hollywood actor, one of the big Hollywood actors. He swears by his Airstream. He loves Airstreams. And mind you, this is a Hollywood actor that can own mansions and all of that. He drives his Airstream everywhere, and he hopes to own a fleet of Airstreams for his family. Like, different sizes and all that, and he wants to do an Airstream hotel. So he really loves the Airstream. There's a couple actors. You can actually look up a list of Hollywood celebrity actors that utilize their RVs on a regular basis. Let's make this right-hand turn on Mary Street. We got like one-story homes on my left. We got a home on my right that looks like it could be one story, but it probably has an attic. For sale on my right, another home that's for sale. The address is 204. This is 204 Mary Street, Talladega, Alabama. Is for sale. We're at Park Ave and Mary. We're gonna make this left-hand turn on Park Ave. They got a little water pond right out front, the little bird feeder water pond. Park Ave, let's make this right-hand turn on West McMillian or McMillian. I-A-N, M-I-L-L-I-A-N, McMillian. There's a dead end on my left, so we're not gonna go through it. We're at East Street and oh, I'm sorry, it's McMillan. It's not McMillian. I thought I saw an I-A-N on the other block, but it's McMillan. East and McMillan. We just passed East Street. We got Court Street on my right. McMillan and Court. A new listing. There's a house for sale on my right. 205. They're selling 205 McMillan, Talladega, Alabama. This property right here. You see the details like over the awning, over the 205, and you see the porch. You see below the porch. That extra little line work coming from an artist adds more appeal to it for me. Some people might think it's ugly, but we're at Spring Street. Somehow McMillan turned to Glenwood. Right in front of us, it turns to Glenwood Road. Let's turn left. And I think we're going to conclude our tour here, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we just reached our 1 hour mark. We try to keep the tours at 1 hour long for viewer retention and file management purposes. I want to say thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate your support. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any knowledge about the area, if you've been here, If you have any family, if you live here in the area, let us know, you know. Teach us, enlighten myself as well as the viewers across the World Wide Web. I didn't show you the whole entire city and or area of Talladega, Alabama, but I just wanted to plant the seed, show you guys a little bit so you guys can know that this area does exist. This is your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune Dollars, Tune 215. Y'all know, Tune be chillin', and I'm tuning out.